Hi, hello, my name's Ollie and this is Bookdraw. For those who don't know, I enjoy making images out of queer fiction, and right now I am looking at Cliff James's Of Bodies Changed, and right now I am whizzing through creating this old hag type creature who's one of the two spirits which is haunting Christopher. And in this scene I chose, it's actually quite a small scene within the book, but it has quite a large impact on the whole structure of the book. So if you want to avoid spoilers, probably don't want to see this video. I'm not going too far into it, but just kind of, it was quite a pivotal scene, I suppose, in my mind. But so Christopher is being haunted by these two spirits. This is the priest, and this book is kind of, I guess, like a gothic fantasy mystery, I'd probably describe it as. But in this scene, Christopher has taken a child. It could be his son. It's a little unclear, and that's part of the joy. But he is using them to help him combine these two spirits into the one space. And so a group of people help take him up onto a hill, and are guarded by the four quarters, and they commence this spell which brings them into one form, and that's to help him be able to have some kind of power or control over these two haunting spirits, which continue to attack him in various different ways, and the people that surround him. So, which kind of sounds a lot to take in one go, but it does make sense as you're going through the book. But right now there's this tree which I created because I just thought it was such a beautiful kind of visual. I cheated and took some artistic license though, because it describes it as a wishing tree, where it's using all these different bits of glass and crystal, and for every single tied crystal it represents a wish or a desire that Christopher has, and there's 77 hanging on this tree. I couldn't really draw crystals very well as a kind of smaller image, so I chose to change it with ribbons instead. So now I'm kind of building up various different aspects of the collage into the work. So you've got tarot cards of the moon, and in a moment the night will be coming up, and that's because Christopher receives a reading, and it kind of highlights part of the things that he's going to be going up against in the future. These other images of rotting leaves and rust and stone are all in relation to the actual surrounding of the downs, and also in terms of the hag, she's kind of got rotting bits of leaf and mould kind of over her, and she's got this long hanging tongue and black piercing eyes. And then behind it's got an overturned car, and that's just in reference of Jackie, because she comes into the story at the beginning and she has a car crash, and it's kind of a full circle moment of what has happened previously and what's about to commence after this moment, because she's been picking up the pieces and it's all beginning just to come together at this point. And then there's these kind of knock-on consequences within that. So this scene is just trying to bring some of those different elements together, and the face in the flames is an image of Richard the Lionheart, and the child is named after Richard. So I just wanted to make reference to that with the historical character. And now I'm just building up the friendly Wiccans who help bring these two conflicting forms together into one space. I know this is all quite mystical and probably a bit surreal, but I hope it gives you a little flavour of the kind of dark, dramatic fantasy that's involved in this story. Next time I'll be uploading a full review of it, so if you want more of an in-depth analysis of my thoughts and feelings about Of Bodies Changed, come back for more, or click like and subscribe. Tick the little bell and that will tell you when I'm next uploading a video. I'm sorry I wasn't around last week, I've just had quite a hectic time, but I'll catch up about that at a later point. Okay, it's nice to see you again, and catch you later. Alright, take care, bye.